Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to a weekly message from Jesus. My name is Barry Strohm. All of our shows are available on my YouTube channel. It's in my name. Everything is free. We've got over 250 channeling videos there. Please check them out. All of his messages are incredible. Our Father is here today. He is waiting to speak to you, so we will begin. Hello, everyone. This week, I'm going to speak to you about lying to yourselves. I've already have brought you messages about lies and liars, but it is very possible that you can tell the biggest lies to yourself. I want you to know this. My words are the truth. What you hear Barry speak is the absolute truth. I am the truth, and if you follow my words, then I am also the light that will help you enter the realms and have one of the most glorious days of any incarnate life. Many of you are lying to yourselves by saying that I don't exist. Well, I do exist. I'm here. I'm speaking to you. You hear my words through Barry. I could show you my image if I wished, but I want you to have faith that I exist. All through the ages, people have had faith that I exist. They understood deep in their heart that God is real. They understand that I can do miracles, that I walked the earth as Jesus, that I healed others, did many things. This is Holy Week. I died on the cross and I was resurrected. My resurrection was the greatest miracle that ever took place on your planet. Nothing can ever duplicate it. Now, you can lie to yourself and say, oh, it's impossible. He never resurrected on Easter morning. Did you celebrate? Well, I did. I did it so that all of you would understand the miracles that God is truly capable of. If you are telling yourself that the resurrection, that my death and resurrection never took place, you're kidding yourself. I could have used the word lying to yourself, but I'm going to be a little kinder. I'll just say, maybe you are afraid to understand the truth. Now, I don't understand that either. Of course, if you're living an evil life, if you're hurting others, perhaps causing wars to take place, does that ring a bell right now? Then you're lying to yourself. You are convincing yourself that an incarnate life is much more important than the life of your soul. I always tell you that the soul has everlasting life. That is a fact. If you do not believe that, you're lying to yourself. Your soul will come into the realms of my heaven upon your passing. Well, maybe some of you think you'll never pass. Guess what? You will. And when you come home, you will truly understand the lie that you were living during that incarnate life. This is Holy Week. I hope that you're taking time to meditate about my words, to think about me. On Friday, you will commemorate my death. And on Sunday, hopefully you'll celebrate my resurrection. If you don't, well, that's your choice. But the choice not to believe is misleading. yourself. See, I can use a lot of different words to describe it. I want you to believe in my words. Every week I come to you and I try to give you messages of love, of faith. I tell you to do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Why is that so difficult? Yet you go out and show anger towards others and then get upset when somebody shows anger towards you. Stop lying to yourself. Understand that your actions have penalties. The action of hatred brings hatred. That's the penalty of you showing hatred to others. If you don't believe that, you're lying to yourselves. You should be able to look around and understand these facts. If you abuse others, they will abuse you as well. Now, obviously, there's times that you can use your great wealth to protect yourselves from a lot of abuse. Maybe you're really rich and you're paying all of these people to protect you. Well, if you're doing that, you're living in fear, aren't you? So maybe that money is not really bringing you the happiness that you thought it would bring. Because now you fear that others are going to harm you. They're going to try to steal from you. They're going to try to hurt you. So you hire armed people to take care of you and protect you. Now, many of those of you that have obtained great money feel that the police shouldn't exist. While you're allowed to have people protect you, people that can't afford it should not have the protection of the lawmakers. That's not right. Use your common sense. You are lying to yourself if you think that all people do not deserve to be protected. All people have rights. When I founded your country, I made sure that your founding fathers defined many of the rights that you were entitled to. Today, many on social media believe that you should not be able to speak your minds. Well, they have a right. It's their business, I guess. But I want each of you to have the right of free speech. If you think others should not have the right of free speech, then you're lying to yourself. So you see where I'm headed with this today? You can mislead yourself in many, many different ways, all of which will take you away from believing in my words. If you tell yourself that I do not exist, that my words do not exist, that they mean nothing, then you are misleading yourself and you are taking yourself away from the life plan that will bring you happiness and give you the ability to advance when you pass and enter my realms. I must have told you that, 60, 70, maybe 80 times by now. And it still goes over the heads of many. Many of you just believe that you can hear these words and go out and do what you please. You're telling yourself a lie because, you can. There's no question that you can do it because many of you do. But the bottom line is, if you tell yourself that what I say doesn't matter, it's a huge lie. It's a huge misrepresentation, and you're telling it to yourself. Think about that. You have to be true to yourself. You have to understand that through having the love of God in your heart, you will be leading yourself on a path that is incredibly simple and is what I want you to do. So please take this time to understand my words. Please understand that I am truly God, and please understand that only my words can bring you happiness when you arrive in the realms of heaven. This weekend is Easter weekend. Enjoy the time. Spend time with your family. Show them love. Do all of the things that I ask you to do. Treat your family as you want to be treated. If you argue and fight with your wife during this period, your children are going to see it. They're going to think that that's okay. It's not. Set aside this weekend as a special time. On Friday, think about me dying on the cross. On Sunday, think about my resurrection. You will find that if you do that, you will find a personal satisfaction. You will find a great message. It will be a wonderful time for you. So goodbye. Thank you for calling. Thank you for listening to Barry's Words each week. Know that this is a wonderful time, and know that Easter is truly special. Goodbye. Okay, folks, thank you for listening. I appreciate it. Listen to my YouTube channel. All of his messages are there. All of it is for you. I do this because God asked me to do it. There's no other reason. I don't charge. All I want you to do is follow his words. So have a wonderful Easter. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll be back again next week.